Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. What you are about to witness is the absolute pinnacle of gaming YouTube. Nowhere on the planet will you find a better gaming YouTuber, I swear. And now, with your host, Jibba73, the Double E Show! Dude, can I have $5 now?
What's going on, everybody? Jibba73 back with the Double E Show. It's Miscellaneous Monday. Shadowrun returns. So when we left off the last time, we had gathered some information from the murder scene. And now we've come over to the Seamstresses Union to talk to some of the folks in here. So why don't we do that? Why don't we walk around and see who there is to chat with? Talk to Cherry Bomb. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize, save me, and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. She gets on her toes to look over the bar at you and smiles big. Hey down there. I haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? Something dirty in a clean glass? How about a date? From the looks of this place, I can probably get anything I want. I found a bar tab with Coyote's name on it. She here? Alright, how about something dirty in a clean glass? We'll do that one first. We'll break the ice, buy some merchandise, and hopefully we will loosen her up a bit to talk. Ooh, a hard case. I like that. Okay, hard case. I'll get you something stiff. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor of the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. And the zeal of a convert tugs her arm. Excuse me. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Shane. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there, and he's real. That killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb. Think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a freaking D, or PH freaking D, from UW in neuroprosthetics, studying under Oyermans, somebody's name. And how am I paying for it? Bartending. Tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want, a better life, a better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard this all before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick, and now low expectations. There we go. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types. Who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrain give a talk about last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now buzz. I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry I got interrupted. I heard he's got the strength of the righteous, doesn't he? Boyfriend find religion? Sorry you had to go through that. Sounds like you've got big plans for yourself. I'm going to go with that one. Her pretty eyes soften. Yeah, I do. Can't stay here forever. You've got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? Do I look like a cop? Nope. I think you know the answer to that. She regards you with a smirk. Mm-hmm. I do. You're independent. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Tell me about this place. Who is that you were talking to? That guy mentioned Coyote. She here? Ever hear the name Sam Watts? Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. Talk to you later. I'm going to go with the Sam Watts question because maybe it'll spark somebody else's ear. She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. That guy mentioned Coyote. Is she here? I'm going to go with that one. She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? She laughs. No. She shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing for a couple of days now. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. Okay, tell me about this place. Who is that you were talking to? Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. Who is that you were talking to? Shane, old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that, Drek. All right, tell me about this place. Some come here for booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral, it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed. You can probably find it here. The union seems to attract people like you. Who runs the place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Mrs. Kubota. Man, I love these names. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Wiz? Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. I don't know what Wiz is, so I'm not going to do that. Gutter punks have to stick together. Talk to you later. Okay, so she's in the back room, so I'm assuming she's over here somewhere. So if I walk down the bar a bit... that's not how Coyote does it. Okay, this is Eric Mersman. I'm going to talk to him for a second. Hey, guy, I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs? No, thanks. I don't need any new clothing. Appreciate it. Come around over here. See if anybody here is talkable. I'm not going alone. The Ripper is a lie. Okay, let's walk into the back room here. There we go. Drag it up here. We got a big thug over here. We got Jim Parks there. That's Mr. Clue. Let's walk in here. Walk over here, see if we overhear anything. Sweeten the deal. Okay. Let's come over here. Let's talk to Jim Parks. Jin Parks, excuse me. The Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you know your way around. Need something? Weapons? Matrix tech? No thanks, not interested. Okay. So then we've got the Wyvern's Tooth. That must be some kind of back room. I'm going to go over here and see if this guy has anything to talk about. Talk to everybody. Talk to everybody. Right there we go. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Please behave yourself. Will do. You get trouble in here often? You must be the union's hired muscle. Funny place for the architect to put a wall. Okay. Will do. Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. Looking into the death of Sam Watts. Yes, and it's none of yours. Oh, you have business here. Excuse me. I have a friend, Sam Watts. I was a friend of Sam Watts. Know him? Sure, everyone knew Sam. Everyone here knew Sam. Shame to lose a part of the family. I figure there is a sharpness in Clue's eyes, the look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. I figure Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out on occasions. You ever have to toss Sam out on his ass? In your role here, I suppose you often escorted Sam to the door. Sam on his ass. We'll go with that one. Not so much toss as nudge on his way. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Thanks for the info. Keep those eyes and ears open. I appreciate you talking with me. Happy to help. Okay. I guess I'm going in here. So we've got Johnny Clean, Noog, and Mrs. Kubota. Alright, let's drag this down here. Let's go over to Mrs. Kubota and talk with her first. Mrs. Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house, mess with it at your peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. It is true what they say, good things come in small packages. Are you enjoying the Seamstresses Union? There should be plenty for a man like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? I'm tempted to ask what's upstairs. Business. I just need a moment of your time, Mrs. Kubota. I have topics to discuss. Business. I suspected as much when you walked in. May. What business do you have with me? I'm looking for information. She eyes you suspiciously. Of course you are. Knowledge is power, nay? So I've been told. So, and why would I help you? Sam Watts. I'm looking for his killer. There we go. Yep. Her face brightens, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? Did you see Sam the night of his death? Why is this place called the Seamstresses Union? One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Okay. Did you see Sam the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Klua, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw either of them. How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here. Whenever he could beg or borrow enough nuyen to become altered in some way, drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent, he was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. So, one more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. If she's dangerous, why fear for her? If she's smart, why fear for her? I'm sure she can take care of herself. If she's smart, why fear for her? Because she is in a dangerous line of work and there is always someone smarter, more prepared. Her room is upstairs. If you are looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here is the key. All right, I guess I go upstairs. Click. Let's go upstairs. Have a sip of my coffee. Here we are. We are upstairs. Looks like something I can interact with on the wall, and then there's doorways. This one seems to be locked. Let's go over here. This must be the keypad, and it unlocks the door. There is a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's set to require a password for entry. Decking number 2, hack the panel. I don't have that ability. Leave the panel alone. Okay. Well, moving on. Come down here. Open this door. Let's see. Is there anything in here I need to look at? I don't think this is her room. There's really nothing to examine in here, so we're going to come back out. Come down the hallway, and we're going to go in this room. This is a much bigger room. Is there anything in here to examine? There is stuff to look at. Okay. Let's come over here. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. Okay. Let's wait for that to fade out. I made that mistake before. Let's come over to this poster. A framed painting of the Chicago skyline done in stylized silhouette. Right here. We'll come over to this pile in the corner. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Okay. That's for somebody who can bug out quick. Let's examine the bed. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. Open the diary to the first paper. Open the diary to the second paper. We'll go in order. We will go in order. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Read the diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union. But he still goes on these runs with these bozos all over my floor. I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient. But why does it have to be all one way? Okay, let's inspect the receipt. Oh, wait. As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, that he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want to leave him. But I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year. Got my bartending license, got this apartment and this life. I know he cares about me and he loves me. More than his involvement with the Cutters, I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together. Slice out the fear that comes along with it. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max Power pistol from Gin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. There you go. Okay. Flip to a different page. Open the diary to the first page. Open the diary to the second paper. Okay, the paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. We'll read the diary entry real quick. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind and my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the Cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject and conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. Okay, flip to a different page. I'm not reading the poem. I'm just not interested in the poem. Third paper. There is a receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. Look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has "shadow" scrawled on it. Inspect the receipt. A COD receipt for a special order, 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. Okay, let's flip to a different page. Let's go to the fourth page. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of, I'm going to write this down, 342436, 342436. Let's make sure I wasn't dyslexic about it. I was not. Excellent. Okay. Open the diary to the first paper, say fourth paper, put the diary back down. Okay. So there's the wall safe. Input the code found in... Okay, well, there you go. I didn't even have to write it down. The safe beeps cheerfully in response, and the door comes open. All right, let's reach in. Item added, the Fischetti frag grenades. Okay, let's examine the desk here. Coyote's computer is ancient. It says getting Coyote's computer is the new objective. Probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on-screen password. Without the password, the only other button on screen is a password recovery option. Select password recovery, leave the computer. Well, why don't we try this? Please answer 3 security questions to reset password. Question 1. Your first childhood pet.
A few minutes later.
We will go with Shadow, Starfire, Chicago. Answer stored. Your password has been reset to, for security, never write down your password, logging you in. Well, there you go. I got in the computer. Yikes! That took forever. Okay, the computer has a basic list of applications. Calendar, contacts, access history, leave the computer. Access history. A quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Okay. Contacts. Coyote's contact list has exactly 1 entry, someone named Paco. There is no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. And let's check the calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. So let's go. I guess we're going to leave the computer and we're going to go to Pike Place Market. But that's going to have to do it for this episode. We're almost 30 minutes in. So this is week number 5, or episode number 5 of the Miscellaneous Monday series. From all that I've read about the game, without disclosing details about the game, it's not very long, so we might be able to get it done in 10 episodes. But here's the deal. Right now, I'm going to put in the picture of my Steam library, and you have the option to vote to continue the Shadowrun Returns series for another 5 episodes, or you guys can vote on a game from my Steam library, and we can switch to a new series starting next week. Put it in the comments below, because I do read them. And with that, I will catch you next Monday for another episode of Miscellaneous Monday. Peace.
That was a failure of epic proportions. Unacceptable.